Hi students, so I sent you a video of some of the industrial knitting machines that are used today. And it's a great video because it shows a lot of variety of different knitting machines. It's a crappy video because they're knitting at industrial speed and you're not able to see what actually is going on. So it just so happens that I got this quick knitting machine out of a dumpster a couple months ago and I was going to share it with you guys. So this is essentially what those industrial knitting machines are doing, but a lot slower. This has a little hand crank that I have to crank by hand, but it will give you an idea of like how these knitting machines are working. So it's feeding automatically this thread through these loops, or through the hooks, excuse me, like the knitting hooks, and then they're pulled down. And this is the very, very first row. So right now it's not interlooping anything, it's just loading it onto the machine. So give me just a second to get it all the way loaded. So now that the whole thing has been wrapped around a couple of times now, I've just gone around, you can kind of see, just watch like these loops right here, these knitting hooks, as they go down, they're pulling the yarn with it and taking the first loop of yarn that I pulled through and wrapping the second loop around it. And it keeps going over and over and over again. So every time I get to that point, what I'm doing right now is I'm knitting a flat piece. So I'm going, instead of going around and around and around in a circle, I'm going back and forth. So now we'll come over here so you can kind of see those hooks pulling the yarn down again and forming loops over the last piece of yarn that was wrapped around it. So I'm back at that part where I'm going to start going back this way again. And if I continue to do this, I'll go back this way now. Going a lot faster so you can start to see the fabric actually forming. So, I mean, this just looks like a bunch of strings, but you can see now that there are actually loops forming in there. So this is actually forming rows and rows of loops in fabric. So this process goes pretty quickly, and you can see that this is what we would call just a regular jersey, right? We've got the ribs on the front, and it curls like a jersey, and then we have those purls on the back, or the courses, all right? So we've got the wales on the front and the courses on the back. The courses kind of run horizontally, and the wales are running vertically. All right, so if it's easier to see in reverse how this is working, I'm gonna undo some, oh wow. I'm gonna undo some of the looping. So I'm going in reverse now. I'm taking out the loops so you can see how each loop was formed by going inside of another loop. And it leaves a loop, and you just keep pulling, and it's just going to keep pulling out those loops. So each loop is formed inside of a loop. Hopefully this was a helpful video. If you have more questions, let me know.